Hello everybody, and thank you so much for tuning in to watch Life's Magical Journey. I'm Life, and on this channel we talk all about my journey with being a deliberate creator, purposely using the law of attraction, and how that led to my spiritual journey. In today's video, we're talking about the things that I'm doing to cope with the loss of my mother. Today is January 5th, and my mom passed away on January 2nd. So I wanted to put this video together for a couple of reasons. Mostly to just help anyone that might be going through the same thing right now. To invite anyone who has gone through this to also contribute any advice or any tips or anything that they might have done that helped them to cope with the loss of their mother, or the loss of any parent or any loved one that you are having a hard time coping with their death. So I just wanted to reach out and help. I feel like that's my purpose on this planet, is to help people as much as I can. And so I just want to share my thoughts and my journey with you all, because I let you guys know that she was in the rehab center, and I just let you guys know some things that was going on in my life with regard to my mother. So I want to update you guys and let you know that she's moved on, and that she's transitioned. And that is what I feel. I feel that she's moved on. She was just done. And I think that's okay. I think that's her right. It does feel horrible. It feels lonely, and it feels stressful. It feels uncertain, because usually if anything happens, or if you are doubtful about anything, you always have your mom. You can always go to her and ask her what to do, or ask her for her advice, or just, if nothing else, she's there and she can make you feel better. And so it does feel very lonely. It feels like a part of me has changed. It feels like my chemical makeup has changed. And it's hard. It's hard. I didn't know it would feel this way. She was 74 years old, so she was up there in age. And so, in the back of my mind, it's like it could happen anytime with any one of us, right? But because she was older, I kind of felt like I was kind of getting my mind wrapped around the fact that one day she wouldn't be here. And as much as you can do that, I didn't want to sit around and do that too much, because it's my mom and it's not fun to think about. It's not something you want to sit around and think about. But I thought I would be okay with her if she were to go. I thought I would be okay. And honestly, for the most part, I think I am. I don't feel okay with it, but I do feel okay to a degree. I would say okay. I don't feel good, but I feel okay. I've been having a hard time sleeping the last few nights, but I slept better last night than I did the day before. And the day before I slept better than that first night. That first night I didn't sleep at all. And so I do feel that progress has been made. So I just wanna give you all a virtual hug. And if you need it, if you've looked up, coping with the loss of my mother, that's the title. You're looking up how to deal with the death of a loved one, then obviously you have gone through this or you are going through it. And I just want to give you a hug and say, it's okay. It's okay. So some things that I've done to cope with this loss, to cope with the loss of my mom, is to go for a walk, get out of the house for a little bit. Usually I would take Violet for a walk. She's 9 and I'm trying to get her off of YouTube and all that. So that's been one of the things that we do. And she enjoys it. She likes it. And so that's our fun time. But, the last couple of days I've been just going for a walk by myself just to clear my head. Just to get out in nature a little bit and change up the scenery a little bit. So that's one thing that I would suggest that you do if you can, is to get out and go for a walk. And just appreciate the sun, appreciate the fresh air, I think appreciation is really a strong emotion, and it helps you to feel better. It's along the same lines as gratitude. And so it just changes everything, and it makes you feel better, at least in that moment. So that is one thing I would highly recommend if you're not doing it now. Another thing I would recommend is just to journal. Write down your feelings. Your friends, at least your real friends, your close friends, they want to call you, they want to talk to you, they want to hear your voice, and they want to know that you're okay. They want to do anything and everything. Maybe they want to come by and spend time with you. And to a degree, some of that is okay, but you probably can't, you probably may or may not want to express your full feelings and everything you might tell your mom, or everything you might share with your mother now that she's gone. Write a letter to her, journal about your feelings, and share with her what you feel and why, and express that fully and honestly. You can even burn it afterwards if you didn't want anyone else to see it. Get rid of it, but express it. Get it out of you is what I would suggest. If you can't or don't want to talk to certain friends or family about it, that is perfectly within your rights. Go ahead and jot some things down and keep a journal with regard to how you're feeling about coping with the loss of your mother, or coping with the loss of your loved one. So another thing that I would recommend that you do is don't answer your phone unless you want to speak with that particular person. Don't answer your phone. You don't have to. I haven't made too many outbound calls and let people know about my mother's passing. And I haven't accepted too many inbound calls. And that's okay. I don't always feel like talking about it. I'm not always able to talk about it without crying, without feeling just terrible, you know. Another thing I would recommend that you do is allow yourself to grieve if needed. My cousin told me something that really stuck with me. You know, if you need to cry 500 tears, don't stop at 250. She's really smart. And it makes sense. You know, if you need to cry, don't beat yourself up about crying. If you need to be around family or you need to call people, call them. Express yourself and grieve how you want to grieve or need to grieve. One last thing that I'm going to add that I suggest that you do. Don't look at other people and look at how they're grieving. Allow them to grieve however they choose, however they need to. We oftentimes, human beings, do a lot of judging. We do a lot of judging. Well, why isn't this person devastated? Why isn't this person coming to the funeral? Why is this person happy when things are so wrong? You know, mom's gone, dad's gone. That's not fair. That's not right. Allow people to grieve how they choose. And if they choose to put on a smile instead of a frown, be okay with that. Do what you need to do to feel what you need to feel. And it doesn't matter how long it takes you. Alright, so if you haven't already, go ahead and consider subscribing to my channel. We do talk about law of attraction. We talk about manifesting your destiny. We talk about choosing happiness. And so if that's something you're interested in, feel free to subscribe. Hit like on the video if you've gotten any little nugget that could help you. There really isn't too much people can say, is there? There really isn't too many things that will help. And so that's why these things are all about you. So, as usual, I'll see you next time.